While he was in the Navy, Alan Ruppel certainly received accolades. But it's his work in the community after the military service that he's being honored for tonight. Here to present our Inspiring Veteran Award is TMJ4's news anchor, Steve Shamraz.
Carol, thank you. He has his black belt in karate, and he's circumnavigated the globe on a nuclear submarine. But behind that tough guy exterior is a Sheboygan native who has devoted so much of his life to helping kids in underserved communities discover their full potential. Alan knows the key to success is a lot of activity and connecting kids with something larger than themselves. That work through his program Unity in Motion makes him our inspiring veteran.
I grew up in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, of all places, right? You know, we didn't have a lot of diversity. When I joined the military, it really opened up a whole new way of, the diversity of the people involved, the different mindsets and so on. It really was a struggle for me to work through. It taught me, no matter how tough it gets, no matter how hard it gets, I won't quit.
Well, I know that he's helped so many children, and he goes above and beyond for everyone that he tries to help. I knew nothing about community service or anything like that before I went to Unity in Motion. I think it kind of got us out of our little neighborhood and little shell that we were in.
He's a role model, he's firm, and he's good at relationship building, which makes him, for a lot of these kids, and even myself, he comes from a mentor to sort of a father figure.
I could not believe the way the program was run. It doesn't benefit him at all, but he has that heart, that passion.
Do the next right thing in front of you and see where it goes. And when I took that attitude into my life, I didn't always have it. I went through struggles, had a tough upbringing, had issues myself, drank and so on when I quit, and decided that I don't want to live in this prison of self anymore. All this opened up.
It was a small group at first, but it grew really quickly.
We built from karate to literacy. We did field trips. There were summer programs. It was just a wonder, it just kind of developed.
So we make a generational promise to a youth. So when you start with us in kindergarten, we say we're going to be there through post-secondary education. And we have that. We said that relationship is the most important thing. Start as young as you can and stay with them all the way.
That's the biggest thing in the world that matters today in saving these kids' lives. And he builds relationships, whether that's helping them in school, whether that's taking them out to outing and things like that. If I need to talk to you, if he need a serious talk, and then he know how to hold you accountable also where you don't want to lose that relationship.
I'm where I'm at in life for 3 reasons, one of them being God, and the second being my mom, and the third being Unity in Motion and Al, his help. I graduated last year with my bachelor's degree.
Sometimes we think like adults, don't they understand the opportunity they have here? Don't they understand the problems that will come? That's not in a child's mind. A child just sees what's around them, right? Especially for kids in tough positions and tough neighborhoods. They're forced to take actions that a normal child wouldn't have to take to survive. They're not just dealing with homework and reading scores, they're dealing with violence. So we gotta give them a chance to get that outlet, right?
And what me and Al do is we show diversity matters. You guys got people that look just like you leading and getting along.
Thank you for everything that he's done for me. He's been a big part of not only my life, but my entire family's. I feel like I owe him everything, and so I'm trying to give back to others.
That's my right-hand man. I always tell him that me and him are Shaq and Kobe. If I could tell anything to Al, I would say that I love you, brother, and I want you to have your flowers while you're here. I couldn't do this without you. I'm not afraid to admit that.
I lived in a very tough place for 17 years. And I thought, I'm a missionary, I'm doing something tough. But looking at Al, I feel I am too little.
So he's a very compassionate person, and I really appreciate that, and I love him to death for all the things that he's done.
The biggest prison one human being can be in is the prison of self. But actually what we really crave, what we really need is connection. And the best way to do that is to enter into their life. And the biggest gain out of that is you lose this preoccupation with self. We could never live up to that. It's never enough. So the real trick to life is to have it, connect with somebody else. And you do that by entering into their struggles and their triumphs. You wait for the final result. And I'm finally at the part where I'm getting the final result, and it's gratifying.
Please help me welcome Alan Ruppel, our inspiring veteran, up to the stage.
All of us in common here, what I've heard so far, have a passion. There's something driving inside them, a voice. Some will say God, others will say intuition, some will say gut. Whatever you call it, it's there. And you cannot be fulfilled until you take action on that. The relationships you build, the connection you get, that's what keeps you going, no matter what. That's why you take the risk and sacrifice. The ones that are actually out there, the people you saw tonight, already have that connection. They already have that love. That's what manifests out and why they take the risk and take the sacrifice. I really want to thank Positive Milwaukee and Heiser tonight, because we get to showcase, and I am honored to be with these people tonight, because this is what makes the difference in the world. This is how it's going to change. But today we get to celebrate not just the people on this stage, but the people we represent. That's the real gift. That's the real award tonight. Thank you so much.